It's time for a Rush review!
Hello! Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm Brent and this is my review of Rush's Clockwork Angels. Now, we're going to be looking at three key aspects of this album that make it very unique: the music itself, the lyrics, and how they work together. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, we're going to be looking at the lyrics that Neil Peart wrote for this album.
One of Rush's best and most unique qualities as a rock band is their meaningful lyrics, and as expected, Rush continues this tradition of excellence in their 20th studio album, Clockwork Angels. Neil Peart's reputation as a master at lyrics was forged with his both unique and inventive talent to writing a thematic story with lyrics. Now, 35 years later, we see a more grown-up Neil Peart writing in a new concept album way than his straightforward linear story that we have grown to expect with such epics and classics as 2112 and Hemispheres. Clockwork Angels is a concept album about a young man sent out into the world full of optimism and equipped with a belief system based on that all things work for the best. As he sets out on his life, he encounters various events that shake up his belief system. In the end, it is a question at the end of his life about what kind of person he ends up to be, and if his past belief system is still intact or not. Although many Rush fans were expecting a 2112-esque story from Neil and his trademark linear storyline, Clockwork Angels, I believe, follows more like Fountain of Lemneth more than 2112 because it follows the story of a protagonist sent out into the world, and we see him through all of his ups and downs and through the ages. Neil Peart's talent shines through more than ever on this album by continually examining the protagonist's character and belief system. I must admit, in the beginning when they released BUTB, Caravan, and Headlong Flight, I was a bit skeptical about how this album was going to turn out, but yet again, Rush surprises me with a near-perfect album of epic proportions. Lyrically, I must give this 5 out of 5.
Second of all, we're going to be looking at the music that both Geddy Lee and Alex wrote.
This album is a huge change from what we have grown to expect from Rush, not only from an epic sort of way, but from what we expect from them as a band. For the first time ever, Rush has decided to incorporate the use of strings on an album. Not only that, but there are so many mood swings on this album, proving once and for all that Geddy, Alex, and Neil are not only the masters of time signatures, but they are one of the most talented artists and musicians ever. For example, musically, we can go from here to this, all within the same song. Now, if that doesn't prove that Rush is one of the best musicians and bands ever, I don't know what does. Coming right after the hardest-edged albums Rush has released to date, Snakes and Arrows and Vapor Trails, the band keeps this edge while incorporating harmonies, piano, strings, acoustic guitars, and even the old wah-wah pedal once more. Not surprising to loyal fans or even the people who have experienced Rush in various media such as Rock Band or Guitar Hero, Rush has proved once again that they are one of the most talented musicians and can rock harder than most of the musicians in the industry today. Can you believe that they're pushing 60 years old? That's simply amazing. This band never ceases to amaze me. Again, I have to give them 5 out of 5 because of their musicianship alone. My only complaint with the music is, how are they going to incorporate the strings in their live act? I honestly can't imagine Alex playing violin on stage, then switching to his Les Paul.
Overall, this album is honestly superior to 2112. I mean, this is the grown-up version of Fountain at Lemneth. Yes, there are big differences between the two, but we see a much more mature band coming together lyrically and musically, incorporating everything that they have learned in the past 40 years together to create one of the most epic concept albums of all time. Now, I must admit that I was very skeptical of this album at first because I did not understand where it was going to go, because I, myself, was kind of thinking that it was going to turn out like 2112 or Crust of Steel. This album did not turn out like that, and I am pleasantly surprised. If a band can do that and just flip-flop everything that we know that they're going to do and blow us away with something else, that's amazing. So I have to give this album 10 out of 10 just because of how musically amazing it is and how great the lyrics are. I mean, it's no surprise for any Rush fan about how great this album is. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Rush's Clockwork Angels. I was really looking forward to this review. If you guys get a chance, please listen to it on vinyl. I mean, that is the best way to listen to Rush. Hope you guys do that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you all around. Boy.